Polite Enquiries, Jarrod, Kimber, George Dobell, Akash Chopra.
I wish.
Kudo says, should Cook be sacked as captain? Akash, you first.
Michael Atherton, I don't think so. No?
No?
I don't think so, Michael.
On the basis of what?
I just got that.
I think he's done quite well in this test. I think they've got. You can't just judge things on the score. I think England have played quite well. He's not batting very well. That's the worry. It will always be about his batting. I think tactically he's done everything pretty much okay in this game.
Rohit wants to know, apparently you seem to forget that England won the Ashes 3-0 on similar tracks. No complaints then, can't have it both ways.
It's absolute rubbish. You only have to read, all my articles are online. Quite happy to say when I'm wrong. Not wrong on this one.
This is the only pitch tweet we have. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it was a disappointing pitch, this one. It just didn't, it doesn't help anyone. It's not helping the bowlers, not really helping the batsmen as well. It's not a really free-flowing sort of kind of wicket. You had to grind in, you had to bat for long periods of time. So it wasn't an easy wicket to bat on, not ideal.
Satya, Rahul, how much time did you spend in nets with Bhuvi and Shami?
Not much, I think. That's why they're batting so well.
But you must have worked with them a little bit.
What I did notice, and what I think the emphasis a lot of the Indian coaching staff has been putting on a lot of these players is that your runs are valuable lower down the order. So the likes of Ishant Sharma and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar and Mohammad Shami, some of the other bowlers in the group have actually been batting a lot, and not just batting for the sake of batting.
Ishant Sharma, obviously, you didn't work with him at all.
No, not at all. I mean,
don't want to claim that one.
But look, Ishant, I think Ishant again is someone who works very hard on his batting.
Muhammad says, was Dhoni's statement of him continuing to be aggressive just a joke when compared to his innings today?
He ground it out. He got them off to a decent start when England were bowling pretty well, when they were getting a bit of reverse. It was absolutely fine. So, the test goes on for 5 days.
How long does it go on for?
5 days. And people, I don't know what they want. I thought he played fine.
I thought he tried to score quickly and he just struggled.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. I mean, just the way the fields were set. Everything was in front of the wicket. You had all your sort of fielders in front of the wicket. At times, England bowled to, 8-1?
Yeah.
There was a stage
there was
8-1.
Yeah.
Have you ever done an 8-1 field yourself? Were you a funky captain?
No, not an 8-1 captain. No, I've done a 7-2 once in a while.
Pierce says, was this partnership between Bhuvi and Shami proved to be the turning point of the game?
And they probably only ended up with a par total in the end, but I wonder how dispirited it was. I wonder whether Cook was weary mentally and physically, and maybe that contributed a little bit to his dismissal. But I think I'd be surprised if it wasn't a draw.
That's a hard thing, isn't it? As a sort of captain opening batsman, you're sort of expecting to bat at, like George says, at 3:40 for 9.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, well, I'm going to be batting next, and then 100 runs later, you're still trying to figure out how to get the last batsman out, and you've got to go out in 10 minutes and put your pads on and go out to bat, and it can't be an easy thing.
Jaya says, Rahul, Vijay Pujara, Vijay Rahane, Vijay Dhoni, or Shami Bhuvi. What was your favourite partnership?
For me, I think it was the Vijay Dhoni partnership was a critical one, and 170 for 4. We were in danger of struggling at that stage. I mean, you lose another wicket there, expose Jadeja and Binny, and India could have been all out for under 300. That put real pressure on India in this test match on this kind of wicket.
You say that, but the last partnership would have put on 200 then. Seriously, at what stage were you thinking, geez, Dhoni's going to have to think about declarations here?
England would have hated getting up on the third day, James Anderson putting on his bowling boots. I mean, that's really relevant because it's a 5-test series in 42 days. There's never been such a condensed 5-test series. And what they may have done is help break England's best bowlers.
Craig says, is India's last wicket partnership more humiliating than anything from Australia?
Well, England will not like to have seen this James Anderson, their champion bowler, smashed for 6 back over his head by a guy who averages 3. I mean, that is, when I put it like that, I may have changed my mind. But it's not humiliating to come up against people who play a bit better than you on a really flat wicket.
No, it's definitely not humiliating. I think they tried their best. I mean, to be fair to England, they never sort of, even their body language, maybe towards the back end there, they struggled a little bit. But till then, I thought they kept fighting hard, right through. It's not an easy wicket to bowl on.
Tom Bade says, how much longer do you believe people will willingly pay 50 quid to watch this England side?
People like a successful team, and not just that, they like a team that's entertaining and attractive to watch. It's impossible to be entertaining on this wicket.
They can't help the actual pitch right at the moment.
Well, they've been faultless in this game, but they are up against quite a lot of obstacles. They're up against a board that's made them drop their best player. They're up against rubbish pitches, and they're up against teams which are sometimes better than them.
Yeah, and Mohammad Shami.
Yep.
Alok says, a question in Canada for Rahul. Nanaru Adley Machi Gala Saka.
That could have been French for all I know.
All right. Aravind says, on current form, who's a better replacement for Dravid at 3? Pujara or Bhuvishna? He didn't say Shami, who obviously he's at number 3.
Yeah, I think he missed Shami there. Maybe Shami with his 15 this
Yeah.
inning. Maybe he shouldn't play in number.
Well, at the very least, he could open for England. Paul says, has Rahul ever listened to Pink Floyd's The Wall?
Yes, I have listened to Pink Floyd.
What you?
Yeah, so you grow up and you listen to Pink Floyd, don't you?
And Danny says, has Rahul ever seen Flight Enquiries before? If not, is he now regretting his decision to be on it?
I'm not regretting my decision. I have not seen it before, but I will now, from now on, see it more often.
That's a lie. We'll see you tomorrow.